Distinguished guests and lovely children, a warm good evening to all of you. I, T.M. Sreshta Naya, welcome you all to the 312th meeting of Periyar Toastmasters Club. Before we move forward, I would like to recite the mission of our club. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. In Toastmasters program, we do not discuss matters related to sex, religion, and politics. Now, it is time for me to invite the presiding officer for today's meeting. He's like a torchbearer, inspiring people around him, always there to fill in any position that is to be filled. We are very much blessed to have this brilliant personality as a member of our club.
Thank you, Sreshta. I think I will start from there. Thank you for that flattering and elevating introduction. Dear all, we are officially starting the meeting. And as usual, let us start with introducing our guests. We are so fortunate to have many guests today, and a special ton of thanks to Mr. Elvin for taking this effort to bring many guests today. So let us first learn, let's get our guests introduced to us. So,
okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Periyar. I have invited 4 colleagues. They are Viju, we have Varabel, Kalidas, and Srikanth. Thank you.
Hearty welcome, Vijay, Vairavel, Kalidas, and Srikanth. This Toastmasters movement hope that this will inspire and interest you. Yes, we are in a moment together. This is a forum to do good things. And just, we are not asking you to immediately join. Just attend our meetings once, twice, or thrice, and then make up your mind. Because if you find this thing something as interesting, it has the potential to transform you and change lives. It has already done.
Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and amazing guests, good evening. This is Toastmaster Shivadas. We have one valued guest yesterday. He brought us to our what you said to Kobar yesterday for Navodaya First. He is Mr. Abdul Salam. Currently, he is working as General Manager of GEMS, where our previous manager TJ James was working. Hearty welcome, Mr. Abdul Salam. Back to Mr. President.
Welcome, Mr. Abdul Salam. Hi, Mr. Abdul Salam. Could you please switch on your video? Hi.
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to introduce yourself? Right.
Thank you.
Right. Hearty welcome, and please see how this proceedings go, and see if you can, support us and grow together through this platform.
Mr. President, he can introduce right now. Maybe he was other commitment at 7:30 p.m. So he will join our later meeting. So Abdul Salam, you can just introduce, because by the time when time permits, you can leave. That's all. So you can just introduce yourself further.
Okay, I'm Abdul Salam. I'm from Malappuram district in Kerala. And here I'm working in GEMS as General Manager for Operations. And what else? I'm here in Saudi Arabia nearly 8 years. And okay, I will listen, and I will familiar with you within next meetings and all. Okay, you can continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul Salam. A hearty welcome. And we have another very distinguished guest, that is Toastmaster Saju Kumar Nair, who is the president of Alapi Toastmasters Club. Welcome, Saju. Yes. And we have Toastmaster Jose Pekatil, who is joining. Yeah, yes.
Yes. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Hello?
You're audible.
Not visible. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for welcoming me to the Periyar session. And very happy that we have just concluded the Alapi session. And Toastmaster Jose sir has reminded us the Periyar meeting is now. So I'm very happy to be there on time. And definitely Periyar is very much inspirational, especially the president, DTM Harish, DTM Sivadas Bhaskaran. A lot of people have helped the LP Toastmasters. I'm very happy to be here today.
Thank you, Saju. Please keep joining us. Yes.
Sure.
And we have with us Toastmaster Jos Pekatil. He joins from the US and he has just concluded LP meeting and brought Saju also along with him to attend our meeting. Welcome, Toastmaster Jos.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harish. Yeah, my name is Jos Pekatil. I am a member of Arabian Toastmasters. I have been in Saudi Arabia for a very long time, then in the Philippines and in UAE, and I am back to base at home in Houston, Texas. I have done working, so I'm attending meetings after meetings. Thanks for the virtual platform. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us, Toastmaster Jos, because from your rich experience, there is a lot for us all to learn. So your participation here, it means a lot for us. And special thanks to Mr. Vigil and our guest today. I am not calling you to speak now because there will be a feedback session after you have gone through the entire thing. So just be observers. You will definitely have an opportunity to speak today. Okay. Now, with that, don't get worried. We are all friendly people. And once we start, then thereafter it will be a role. Dear all, today I was listening to one lecture by Mr. Rajeshwar Upadhyay on emotional intelligence. And in that lecture, he narrated a very interesting story. He said, after Ved Vyas had written the epic Mahabharata, he took that manuscript to his fellow saints and asked them to review it. So the fellow saints looked at the manuscript. It is wonderful. It is very pithy with so much of insights and content. But they said, Ved Vyas, this is too thick, too voluminous, because Mahabharata is bigger than Iliad and Odyssey put together. So they asked Ved Vyas, can you please make an executive summary? Ved Vyas said yes. So Ved Vyas worked for some more time. He came back with about 5 pages of executive summary and gave to the saints. They read that executive summary and told Ved Vyas, see, this executive summary, even though it is lesser than the original, it is very good, but still it is about 5 pages. Could you please condense it to one sloka? One sloka means 4 lines of lyric. Ved Vyas said yes. He went back, worked on it. He prepared a beautiful sloka that captures the essence of whole Mahabharata and gave it to the saints. And they read that sloka and they were amazed at it. They said it is so great. Like a person who starts reading, imagine a criminal starts reading this sloka. By the time he has finished reading that 4th line in that sloka, he will himself transform into a saint. That kind of beauty, that kind of content and meaning is there in that sloka, but they said, but Ved Vyas, the normal people, they will not be at that spiritual enlightened level to ingest and consume this kind of enlightenment. So could you please condense it to a few words? Ved Vyas said yes, and he condensed it and he came back with 3 words. That was, do good to others. So the whole epic of Mahabharata was condensed, could be condensed to do good to others. I think our Toastmasters is nothing. If somebody asks us, why should there be a Toastmasters club? Why should all people come there and speak? Ultimately, we all say it is for personal development. It is for self-development for what? To do good to others and make this world a better place. That is our purpose. And for that, we are together. And we are so happy to see all our guests because we have a problem. Because our objective is noble. We have some very active members, but our membership, the number of active members is not enough to keep this club growing in a vibrant manner year after year. We need more like-minded participants. So my appeal to all the guests, please don't never think that this is not for you. Even if in the first meeting you feel there is something that maybe it will be inconvenient, that is very much natural. Because whenever we get introduced to something that is unfamiliar, it will put some kind of a psychological stress in it. That is the reason we are always afraid to get introduced to or go to a new gathering, or that is there. But after a while, maybe it will become so soothing experience, a supportive experience, and something that connects us with many high quality people in all walks of life across the globe. That kind of a life-changing experience, maybe that could be in store here. And for example, yesterday, our DTM Shivadas and DTM Sabu, they participated in a magnificent program conducted by Navodaya. They were the judges there and they were recognized for that effort. So let us give a loud round of applause for these DTM Shivadas and Toastmaster Sabu for holding Periyar flag high, for supporting the larger community in a beneficial manner. And with that, we got another guest also. That shows the power of networking. Mr. Abdul Salam, he was here. He came. They became acquaintance. They met yesterday in Navodaya. So this is how we are a movement. We are together and we are trying to do something good together. And we had some examples of personal transformations. Today we have 3 speakers. One is Dr. Shantirekha, and she is a person who does things with kind of visionary fervor that you can experience when she delivers her speech. The second speaker, Toastmaster Sima Shibu, in her own words, she said when she started Toastmasters, she was a presence. She was invisible in certain occasions. But when now, after becoming a Toastmaster, when she goes to a meeting in an organization, there is a place reserved for her. She is no more invisible. She is a person visible to all. And there is the third speaker. She knows me too well for the past 20 years. I know her too well for the past 20 years. The first time I met her, if I grabbed a book to read, that was something unacceptable to that person. But today, thousands of students in Kerala make use of the free content she makes available for their studies. That is Toastmaster Hema. So we have some examples right in front of our eyes. Common people who thought that they wouldn't amount to much, but they amounted to big things. So with that, let us get into our normal proceedings. Today, to conduct our program, we have a double PhD holder, the past president of Royal Leaders Toastmasters Club, and an emotional and intelligent leader who does things with a passion. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Grace Johnson as the Toastmaster of the day today. Over to Dr. Grace.
Thank you, sir, for the good words. Respected President, fellow Toastmasters guests, a warm good evening to all. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Every day an apple keeps away doctor. These words we are hearing from our childhood onwards. We always conscious about keep our body healthy and very active. But do you think anytime how we can keep our mind healthy? Mind is very important. In this pandemic situation, many people undergone lot of problems, but mind stress given them lots of problem in their day-to-day life. And today I want to share you a story about a person. Recently, he passed away from this world, but he kept a big signature to the world that he is very wealth of mind. And nearly 2 months before, he attended a major program in Kerala in television show. Then the anchor asked, "Sir, I heard that you travel nearly 26 countries and how you are getting this money." I can tell you that this person is an ordinary teacher. And he was traveled nearly 26 countries with his wife. He's not having much money and he's living in an ordinary house and he don't have the trending or the latest vehicle. But his aim was to keep his mind always well. And when he was traveling Sometimes he used to take his children also with him. And then the people asked him, many bloggers and many television shows, people came and to ask how you are getting this money to do the things. Then he told that when I used to keep 300 rupees in Indian rupees every day for my travel, then whenever I feel that I have to take a refresh or I wanted to go some other, I used to close my shop and I will go somewhere. And today he keep a big signature to the world. And 2 weeks before he said goodbye to this world. But that journey was an internal journey without his wife or children. He went there, but he can tell to the world that my mind is full of wealth. I am so happy. And he told many people, and he was attended in TEDx talk also. And his qualification, he don't have any degrees or anything. He studied only up to +2. And his wife is having only school education, but their mind have a full wealth. Then many people asked, which place is best for you? Then his wife told, for me, New Zealand is a good place for me. But he told that all the place giving me good ideas and different thoughts. Today I am wealth. And then the angers asked him, and you are not kept any money for your children. Then he's telling that they can work and they can do that. But I want to keep my mind is a full wealth. And how many of you are keeping our mind is a wealth? We all are working hard for our children, our future. We wanted to make our life is a luxurious with buildings, or we wanted to buy different properties or things. Then anytime do you think that I want to keep my mind is a wealth? When I heard the story of Vijayan sir, and I used to say that is a great person, he's having 72 years old, and his wife's story I'm hearing, I'm really happy about that. Then I used to think about myself. I'm working hard to get more degree, but many times we don't know about different culture or different thoughts about different people. But this person means he given a big signature to the world that with this limited income he can travel nearly 20 days. His last visit was to Russia in the month of October, and he have a different plan, but suddenly through a major attack he say goodbye to the world. And this person is from our own VP Education's place from Ernakulam. And so, my dear friends, let us always keep our mind as a more healthier and wealthier, and just take few minutes to think about our mind. So these positive thoughts, I would like to welcome all the assignees of today. Today we have a good assignees to handle next session. First, I would like to welcome the word master and grammarian, and Rajesh Pillai, very silent, in the same time very hardworking and enthusiastic leader. Let me welcome Rajesh Pillai to handle and to declare the word of the word and grammar. Sir, Rajesh sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, good evening to all. Today I am carrying over the dual role of wordmaster and grammarian. As a wordmaster, I have to introduce a word of day and explain the different usages of word with proper illustration. And my role as a grammarian is to carefully listen to each speaker and take note of good and bad usages of language, incorrect grammar, and awkward uses of language, etc. I have also to take note of correct or incorrect usages of word of the day and present my complete report when called upon by the general evaluator. So today's word of the day is perorate. Perorate, which means the final part of speech in which speaker gives a summary of main points. The synonyms are declaim, discourse, harangue, mouth, and orate. I'll give you a few sample usage of the word perorate, which are as follows. Who is an ex-military officer never misses an opportunity to perorate about his role in the Indo-Pak War. The newly married wife likes to perorate about the happiness in getting married without knowing the long-term effect. So this is the word of the day, and I encourage and urge all the speakers and assignees to use this word during their speeches and assignments. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And let us use perorate in our coming session. I request all the assignees and speakers to please use this word perorate. Next, our leading is a general evaluator. I will introduce the general evaluator more in this next session, but I request Shibu sir, could you please introduce yourself?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. A very pleasant good evening to one and all. My role as the general evaluator is to observe and evaluate everything from the beginning to the end of the meeting, and to lead a constructive evaluation session when called upon to do so. I shall wrap up the entire proceedings of the meetings, complementing good practices and indicating the areas requiring improvement. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, sir. Next is TT Master. TT Master is our own VP Education, Devi Kumar. Sir. Sir, could you please introduce yourself?
Periyar, mute.
Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a warm good evening to all of you. As TT Master, my role is to conduct the TT session in an interesting way, and I have prepared some topics and I will be presenting it when asked upon to do so. Apart from that, I am also handling the role of board counter and Zoom master. And as Zoom master, I will be ensuring that this meeting is is conducted without any obstructions from beginning to the end. And as word counter, I will be conducting the e-poll and will present the result when asked upon to do so. Over to Toastmaster Grace.
Thank you, sir. Time is very important in Toastmasters, and today the timer is Toastmaster Manoj Kumar, and very silent and active Toastmaster. Sir, could you please introduce yourself as a timer?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a very pleasant good evening to all. My job today as the timer is to keep track of all the speeches and evaluation sessions. We have 3 prepared speeches, all of which are 5 to 7 minutes time. A grace period of 30 seconds shall be allowed on the maximum time limit. Green light shall indicate the minimum time, which is 5 minutes. Yellow light shall be shown at the 6th minute, and red light will be shown at the maximum limit and will remain on. There would be no indication at the end of the grace period. For the table topic session, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. The green light would be shown at the end of 1 minute, at the end of 1 minute, yellow at the end of 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red light will be indicated at the end of 2 minutes and would remain on. For the evaluations, the qualifying time is 2 to 3 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds on either side. So the evaluator is requested to utilize the time from 1 minute 30 seconds to 3 minutes 30 seconds. I will report the time taken by each speaker and the evaluator at the end of the sessions when called upon to do so. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, sir. Now the very interesting session. It's our speech session, and let us call our first speaker DTM Seema Shibu. And DTM Seema Shibu's speech is evaluated by DTM Shivadasa. Sir, could you please?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and distinguished Toastmaster Seema Shibu, who is going to attend his Pathway Level 3 project number 3, Inspire Your Audience. The purpose of this project is for the members to practice writing and delivering a speech, inspire others, The second purpose of this speech for the members to inspire the audience. Time allotted is 7 minutes. I wish Toastmaster Seema Shibu will have a enriching peroration in her concluding part. Back to Madam Toastmaster of the day. All the best to DTM Seema Shibu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. DTM Seema Shibu is the past president of Periyar and very dedicated Toastmaster. We can say that I am lady of Periyar Toastmaster, and she is my friend. In the same time, I can see that she was a dedicated teacher, and keeping 3 children in a right way is very difficult. And Seema Shibu is a full qualified in that area also. I'm so happy to welcome Seema Shibu, and the speech title is Decorate Your Own Soul. Madam DTM Seema Shibu.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Dr. Grace Johnson. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
If we could see the miracle of a single flower, clearly our whole life would change. A simple quote by Lord Buddha. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, very warm good evening to you all. In Hawaiian culture, the flower plumeria can be used to symbolize a woman's romantic status when worn in the hair. If the flower is behind a woman's left ear, she is in a relationship. If it is worn behind the right ear, she is willing to meet a romantic partner. Yes, what the great Buddha said is absolutely right. In Buddhist culture, the plumeria represents immortality. Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever received a bunch of flowers and felt truly elated, excited, and happy? I'm sure that most of you excited. Recently, I got an opportunity to conduct a session related to flowers in my school. Without no second thought, I grabbed that chance. Let me share my findings. A flower is a must on every occasion of our lives. Be it a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or any other gatherings like Teachers' Day, Children's Day, whatever it is, flowers always make for a beautiful way of wishing our loved ones. Flowers are one of the world's most beautiful things that makes everyone's lives more cheerful in many ways. When life gets hard, it is tedious to see the light in the darkness. So, having a positive mindset is very necessary to feel better. We often use florals for decoration that add a splash of colors to our space. The impact of flowers in our lives is numerous, and it has the power to make our special days even attractive and memorable. Not only their beauty, but their aromatic fragrance can make us big day more adorable. Let us have a look at the importance of flowers in our life that makes an integral part of our daily lives. It expresses untold feelings towards our loved ones. Expressing our feelings and emotions to a special one is hard. Blossoms can promote a happy smile on the beautiful face of the person you want to impress. Maybe you all may experienced. Mostly, people use flowers to express their love and propose your sweetheart for the first time. Blossoms help you to portray a different kind of message to our loved ones and let them know the importance of flowers in our life. Flowers, it make you smile. The great importance of flowers in daily life is that they boost your mood and gives you feelings of joy and happiness. Thinking of surprising someone you love at their birthday party. The impact of flowers in our lives are magical that will never fail to bring a smile on their face. Its vibrant color and mesmerizing fragrance can trigger happy emotions that change the effect of their mood immediately. Another importance of flowers is that they have the ability to make an atmosphere of relaxation and calm feel. Its fragrance and energies connect with your heartbeat, make you relax and normalize. Nowadays, most teenagers experience anxiety at some point in their lives. In that case, the importance of flowers in daily life gives them hope and courage to move ahead. It helps reduce stress and anxiety by filling you with happy hormones and gives you a mind that much needed rest. The importance of flowers in our lives are incredible, and some of them such as reduce heart rates, lower your stress levels, decrease blood pressure, and many more. Flowers are most strongly associated with women's beauty. Every woman loves getting flowers, especially when it comes from their loved ones. If women receive floral buckets, it brings a smile to her face immediately and lets her see the magical role of flowers in her life. Women wear flowers as accessories to beautify themselves. On the other hand, women use natural flowers to bring glow and shine and to prevent aging. Flowers always make people better, happier, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the mind. So, dear fellow Toastmasters, don't wait for someone to bring you flowers. Plant your own garden and decorate your own soil. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much to know more about the flower, and we hope that you always get flower from Shibu sir. Next, our speaker is Toastmaster Madam Hema Suresh. The evaluator is Toastmaster Sabu Kletter. Sir, could you please? Toastmaster Sabu Kletter.
Yes. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Today, Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish is going to present Pathway Level 1 Project 2. The purpose of this speech is for the member to practice planning, organizing, leading, and implementing an event. The second point, the purpose of this speech is for the member to share his or her experience, planning, organizing, leading, and implementing an event. Hello, Toastmasters. The title of the speech is Motherhood Bliss. Motherhood Bliss, Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish. All the best, Madam.
Thank you, sir. Today, our second speaker is Toastmaster Hema Harish. She is the first woman of Periyar Toastmasters and the beloved wife of our own President Harish sir, and I know her personally very calm and quiet, and she is a dedicated mother, and it is very difficult to keeping children as a single parent. I wish her all bless, and her the speech title is Motherhood Bless. Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How many of you are mothers? Being a mother is the best experience any woman can have. Do you agree? Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. A child born in Kerala calls her mother Amma. In Mumbai, Ma. In London, Mum. And in Arabia, Umma. Why is this similarity? Wherever on earth, whichever the language, mother comes first for any child. For that reason, perhaps the first sound any child makes, Ma, represent motherhood universally. When I first came to know that I was going to be a mother, I became immensely happy. As I started thinking, can I be a good mother? Can I able to grow my child? After 9 months of excitement, I still remember that evening. We went to the hospital. I was sedated. When I opened my eyes, a nurse whispered, "You are blessed with a baby girl." I felt very happy. When I was a child, I used to tell my mother that it is very comfortable to be a mother. In my opinion, she only had to be at home to take care of the children. And also, I complained to her that she did not give me proper care and she loved my brothers more than me. But when I became a mother, I began to see things differently. The first few months were very difficult for me to adjust. During the daytime, there were lots of things to do, and also I had to feed the baby very often. I was so busy, whereas my husband was a proud breadwinner. He used to sleep peacefully, read newspaper, watch TV, and ask for tea every 15 minutes. Me too got a government job when my daughter was 3 years old. She used to ask, "Why do both father and mother need to go to work?" I answered, "We need money to stay in rented house, buy ice creams, toys, etc." I used to enjoy my work. There were recognitions, functions I needed to organize, and the thrill at accomplishing tasks. When I took leave from work, I again became a stay-at-home mom with a second child. For a mom, work never ends at home. There are no appreciation, no lunch breaks, no weekends. Life is very tough when there is a non-caring husband. To engage in some activities and to enjoy some appreciations, I have joined Toastmasters. Of course, motherhood has its own share of worries and stress. But in the whole, it is an amazing experience. It is beyond words for me to describe how happy I feel when my children stood up the first time. The experience of hearing them call me Amma. The first day they went to school, all those are priceless moments. Now, my children have grown up. They are the best evaluator for me in my dress, makeup, and even in my speech. During my childhood days, I always complained to my mother that my mother always take care of, give importance to her son, other than me. But now I realize that my parents were not that partial as I believed. My daughter too tells me at times that I love my son more than her. Motherhood brings meaning in life. There is someone to live for. Moreover, motherhood teaches us to love unconditionally, and the payment is pure love. So it is for me, so it is for you, and so it is for the mothers of great leaders too. Mothers shape the future generation. Hence, mothers determine the future. Dear all, therefore I think being a mother is the best experience any woman can have. Do you agree? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much to remind us how difficult to be a mother, especially to all the fathers to know more about motherhood difficulties. And next, our speaker is Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha Rao. The evaluator is DTM Manoj Nair. Sir, could you please introduce?
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha is going to perorate the Pathways to Project 1 Level 5. The purpose of this project and speech is for the member to share her experience planning, organizing, leading, and implementing an event. I wish Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha all the very best in her speech, and over to Toastmaster of the Day. And time allotted, the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to.
Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Shanti Rekha Rao is a very dedicated Toastmaster in Jubail fraternity. And we know each other before I am being the part of Toastmaster. She is most of the time the visitor of my neighbor, and she is a close friend to me also. And many times we discuss different matters related to the research and other things. And Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha Rao is a Council of International Indian School. I know that she is so dedicated to be a part of, and she is most of the time spending her life for Toastmasters. I am so happy to welcome Toastmaster Shanti Rekha Rao. The title of speech is Morning Dew. Madam.
Thank you. Before I start, let me share the screen. And let me pin the timer. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Dr. Grace, for those beautiful words. Literally, I was not knowing that you are really a fan of me, and since so many years, even same here, I reciprocate the same feelings. Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear Toastmaster of the Day, Dr. Grace. The topic which I have chosen, or the project which is I'm going to deliver today, is very close to my heart. You might wonder why, but later on you will realize. Now these all are clapping. Probably you might understand, you might perceive they are clapping because somebody has accomplished something, or achieved or accomplished or completed an event successfully. Yes. And I thought they are clapping for me, right? Now, many a times we wonder, like we love morning dews. So to get that morning dew, we have to wake up a little early. If you wake up late, you will miss out that. So similarly, to manage an event successfully, we have various protocols. Don't limit yourselves to the sky when there is a whole galaxy out there. One fine day, I got a call from DTM Safar, our immediate past divisional director. Dr. Shanti, yes. Would you like to become? He didn't say it, would you? He said, you want to become, you should be Division L Vice Chair, Conference Vice Chair. And I was taken aback. I was in Tamimi Market. Sir, no, sir, nothing. You are there. Congratulations, all the best. Khatam. Finished. Then I couldn't understand what to do. Then first one song came to me, like, we shall overcome, I shall overcome one day, deep in my heart. And I said, okay, let me see what to do. And my co-person, the person with whom I worked, DTM Vijay, he was the chair. So what we did actually, we first thought it is like an event and let us make it memorable. And that was a statement from his and for me. And we had a couple of first initial meetings, how we to proceed. Because even he's new, even I'm new, but he said, let us see how we can proceed. Then, first thing what we did is, we went, this is the flyer we prepared. So conference chair, DTM Vijay, and vice conference chair, DTM Dr. Shati, that is truly yours. We all know that. Then, first thing is when we started our preparation. The most important thing, our conference was there somewhere in the month of April, but we started from November onwards. That is the most important thing which I have learned. You know, many a times if we think of April, maybe we can start from Jan or December, but we thought the moment I got a call, the next day, okay, the next day I immediately called and started with a Zoom meeting. Oh, the most important thing, initially many times is to happen, like we used to say, hey, Toastmaster Manus, you become chair of PR committee. Toast DTM Harish, you become the chair of finance. But sometimes, many times, they don't feel to do because probably that is not their cup of tea. So what happened that we sent a Google form to each and every member, to each and every clubs, making people to understand where I want to be. That was one of the initiatives which we have taken and no one has took early. So because of that, we got a couple of names. Because of that, even we got to know who wants this. So otherwise, wrong person in a wrong place. Backfire. Now, and then we also had a backup. What exactly backup? Backup means some few members, they were unable to continue. So again, we had a backup. For example, Toastmaster Seema, DTM Seema says, oh, Shanti, I'm having a lot of work, I can't. Okay, no problem, dear. No issues at all. We have another. So backup was there with the Google form. Where we had, that was the main thing is that where we have to have the meeting. So we got a clear-cut instructions from TMI that the entire event should be online. So we get up with that. Like Zoom, right? Zoom, we did it in 2018, 2019. But then in 2020, we had to do a lot of things. We took a lot of trainings and they were a lot of, with the contestants and with the speakers. And literally we had set a stage in Dammam. Our entire team went to Dammam, ensuring how the speakers will speak, who will come first and who will come second. And we also had the video recording. That was the most important thing. Rather than calling up the person and all of a sudden his net will go away. So we had this. And then give the best. That was our slogan. Give the best. So each and everything we looked into how to give the best. Execute a program of action and get online. We did a lot of online, programming, and we sent all the flyers and everything across the globe. Even somewhere in India also says, hey Shanti, what is this DLC? I would like to attend. Great. And the most important thing is aspect is why. I would like to go through with one of the things, like we do work on how, what, but the key element we many a times miss is why. Why we have to do. How many of you know this person? I don't know. Even I don't know. Samuel, how many of you know this? Quiz, we have champions over here. Yes, they are Wright brothers. You know what is the difference between this guy and these people? He worked on how and what, despite his entire team were well educated, but these people, not that educated, no funds, but still they were successful. Why? Because they worked on the concept why. The way same concept we worked. Myself, my team worked on that. So ultimately that was there in front of you. DLC 2021, April 19th until a success. And I validate that we managed the event successfully, and I got this trophy as the best leader for the year 2020 for DLC for video. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much making us to understand how planning, how well manage yourself and to do the things in a better way. Really, it is an inspiration for us. Next is a very interesting session in Toastmasters table topic session. I love this session a lot. And this
Toastmaster
session,
Grace, can you please ask the timer to give the timer report and then voting?
Sorry, sir. And timer, could you please?
Yes. Yeah. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very pleasant good evening once again. I'll just brief you on the time taken by each of the speakers. The first speaker, DTM Seema Shibu, took 7 minutes. Second speaker, Toastmaster Hema Harish, took 6 minutes and 9 seconds. And finally, Toastmaster Shanti Rekha, she took 6 minutes and 46 seconds. All three are qualified.
You all are qualified. Now it's a time to vote. Please cast your vote for the best speaker.
That was Toastmaster Grace, you can move on.
Okay, next is a very interesting session in Toastmasters table topic session. Today, table topic session is handling by our own VP Education. As I mentioned in the earlier, he is also from our Vijayan sir, the traveler Vijayan sir's place, and I hope that he is also so dedicated to travel and to be the part of wealth of mine. And not only that, he is the friend of my husband. I'm so happy to introduce Toastmaster Ravi Kumar sir, please.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening once again. Surely I also love traveling a lot. And let's move on to the TT session. Welcome you all to yet another exciting and interesting session of the meeting, the table topics. We all like table topics, right? So usually we like the TT session, except one thing. We don't like our own names to be called out for the topics. That is the only thing we don't like about the TT session. Otherwise, everything is interesting in the TT, right? But you will all agree that table topics is an important aspect in our life too, right? It will help you to generate instant ideas, okay? And it will help you come out of any situation in which you are. And most importantly, it is an opportunity for you to put forward your own views, your own perspective in front of others. So I urge all the speakers, to come out, volunteer yourself, and I will not be calling the names. If you don't volunteer, then I will have to call the names. Timings are known to you all. It is 1 to 2 minutes with 30 seconds relaxation on the upper side only. So for today, I have selected some simple proverbs on which I would like to listen to your views. So first I will show the slide, and then we'll ask you to then somebody can come up and speak yourself. Just a minute. So the topic is on your screen. Anybody would like to volunteer? Or otherwise I will have to call the name. I can't see anybody coming up, so I will invite Toastmaster Elvin.
Yeah, I like to try. Huh?
Yeah, please.
Better late than never. Can I pin the, okay. Yeah, good evening, Toastmaster. Table topic, Toastmaster. My topic is better be late than never. I think this is very important. Everything we do, we need to do it for sure and make up our mind. We will go ahead and do the things, you know. And I think the most important thing is we want to do it. Never be too late to do something unless you don't want to do it, right? And I think most of the time we have to know that when we make up our mind, sometimes we might think that this is something that is important to you, and you think that you might have a little bit more time to think about it. So you might procrastinate, and in the end, you go ahead and get the things done. Even if it's a little bit late, better be late than never. Just like when we say something like somebody that you love, and you have made some mistake by committing something, and you never dare to own it. So maybe the guy will leave this world. So it's better to tell him than to think that you still got time to let him know what is the actual cost of you doing these particular things. So in the end, I would like to sum up is that whenever we do something, never think that it's too late to do it. You better do it now, then you later on you will regret. So never be too late then to never do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elvin. You talked out your heart. Congratulations. And my next topic is on your screen now. And I would like to invite DTM Shivadas on this topic.
Tabletop masters, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests, good evening. Yes, no storms last forever. Many things, if a life is full of challenges, we have some challenges. At the time, people may succeed when they are converting the challenges into opportunity. You can see it's COVID, the pandemic started in the year 2019, still it is continuing. So that means we as a human beings, the entire world, we have to overcome the situations, because I initially told you, when there is a challenge, then that challenges we should convert it into opportunity. There may be a COVID, any other issues, human being, let us continue. So in conclusion, the storms will be there always, because in our personal life also, there may be upcomings, and there may be positives, there may be negatives. But we have to overcome such kind of challenges in our exclusive life. Even in our Toastmasters journey, you see, after this pandemic started, many of the clubs started in a virtual platform. But initially, we don't know what will be the reactions of virtual platform. When Zoom introduced, now this virtual platform is an integral part of our Toastmasters community and all other leadership community, even in the education level. So there will be challenges. Challenges will be always there. Human life and human entities shaped like that. See, we are in the now COVID-19, the pandemic started in 2019 early. Still it continues, but many world it is overcome a little bit because they have identified the medicine for that, and some countries still under the verge, because you see recently there is another hard one issues came in the COVID, but many researchers telling that this can be overcome with there may be mutated variant, but it can be eliminated in the whole world with another medicine or something like that. So there will be challenges. We may succeed when challenges are converted into opportunity. In conclusion, there may be storms, but that storms will never in our life. Definitely the humankind, the mankind will overcome that challenges and they will go to the realities. Thank you. Back to the table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Shivadas. You presented it with solid examples too. Very, very well done. And the next topic is I think everybody can see the screen. The topic is action speaks louder than words. May I call upon Toastmaster Jose Peccatil to present his views on this? Toastmaster Jose Peccatil, if he is there. I don't think he is there.
Sorry, yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, action speaks louder than words. What a correct sentence it is. We see in our day-to-day life, a lot of people speaks a lot, promises a lot. The most example is our government and our elected leaders. But trust me, what is required is action. Action speaks louder than words. Simple lip work does not work. If you, instead of speaking, if you just start acting and making things happen, that will make a difference in the world and in the lives of people. So definitely we need to act more and speak less. That is the best thing to do to make a difference in this world and make things happen in this world. There is absolutely no question about action. Action is what is needed. That is the need of the hour. That is what is required of all of us, so that things will change for the better and it will not be a lot of talk and no action. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jose Peccatil. Thank you for your views. And our next topic is, as you see on the screen, Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. May I call upon Toastmaster Saju Kumar?
Hello.
Toastmaster Saju Kumar? Yes, you're audible.
Am I audible? Okay. Good evening. Warm welcome to each and everyone. And my topic master, the Rome was not built in a day. Definitely, we have to plan a lot of things. You know, something has to be built, something has to be created. There are a lot of planning behind that. So in my career, when I have done a lot of things, the current management model which I am planning, which I am doing it says that 50% of your time goes into the planning. Only the 50% is left for implementation. It is like that. Whenever you have to create something, you have to do a lot of planning. And definitely such things have required a lot of imagination, a lot of new creativity in such cases. But this particular sentence was used in many places. The proverb was used many places where a situation is being not created in a time. When we see the current situation of the pandemic situation, we used to think that it was not happened in one day. It was not happened just an outcome of some virus coming from something. There has lot of thing has gone into that. There was a lot of I'm not being conspiracy, but I'm telling that there could be a lot of our man-made issues behind in that situation. Over to you, Topic Master.
Thank you, Dr. Sajid Kumar. And moving on to our last topic for the day. Our last topic is do not judge a book by its cover. Hope all of you can see the screen, and I would like to call upon Kalidas, if you can make an attempt.
Yeah, okay, I can. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's everybody known as a life. In a life, we know there is a very old man, he can be strong. And the man like very normal. Even as the Apple creative Steve Jobs, he used to wear normal jean and black t-shirt as every day. But he is not that simple man. So never judge people by their look, because they have much capability in them. So never judge it by them looks. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalidas. That was a very nice attempt. Proud of you. Very well done. I see a future Toastmaster in you. So with this,
Thank you.
To end of the TT session. And now it's time for timers report. Toastmaster Manoj Kumar, can I have the timer report?
Good evening, everyone. Once again, we have had 5 speakers today for the table topic session. The first speaker was Mr. Elvin, who took 2 minutes 23 seconds. Second one was by DTM Shivadas, who took 2 minutes. The third speaker, Toastmaster Jose Pakatil, 1 minute 28 seconds. The fourth speaker, Toastmaster Sajid Kumar Nair, he took 1 minute 57 seconds. And finally, the guest, Mr. Kalidas, took 32 seconds. So, except for Toastmasters, the guest today, others are qualified because the minimum time to be spoken is 1 minute. Thank you.
So, except Kalidas, all others are qualified?
Yes.
Okay. So, you can vote for the best speaker. The e-poll will appear in a few minutes on your screen. And once again, congratulations to all the speakers. You have done very well. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thanks to the EXCOM for for giving me this opportunity, and I enjoyed a lot being in the TT Master. And over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Grace.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Please cast your vote for the best TT speaker.
Vote will appear in a few minutes. I have to prepare it. By the time you can move on, Dr. Grace, with the evaluation.
And next, our very interesting session in Toastmasters is the evaluation. Evaluation giving us a strength to know us better and to correct us in a different manner. Today's our general evaluator is very dedicated Toastmaster, the past president of Periyar and Royal Ladies Toastmaster. For me, I used to say that he's an encyclopedia of patience. When I was a president of Royal Ladies Toastmaster, whenever I get the tension, I used to give all tension to Shibu sir, but he used to handle these things in a very nice way, and he's very dedicated Toastmaster, very calm and quiet person. With this, I am so happy to welcome Shibu sir to the next session. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gaisman, for those nice words. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guest, once again a pleasant good evening to one and all. Evaluation is one of the significant sessions in the Toastmasters meeting. I see the evaluation as having three objectives. First, encourage the speaker, that is key. Second, highlight what the speaker does well and the progress that he or she has made. And third, give them direction on what they need to work on next. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today to evaluate our vibrant speakers, I have a team of exceptional and polished Toastmasters. Over the period of time, we have seen their growth in Toastmasters fraternity. I have no doubt that their evaluation will enhance the speakers' self-esteem as well as the audience. So let's start. To evaluate the first speaker, we have with us the evaluation champion of Division L. His dream is to contest in district level. I have no doubt about it. A real inspiration and my good friend. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, please help me welcome DTM Shivadas Bhaskaran to evaluate DTM Sima Shibu's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for that encouraging words. If you look the right way, you can see the whole world as a garden. Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster Seema Shibu in particular, a warm good evening to one and all. There are three elements to aim at public speaking. One, to get into your subject, then to get your subjects into yourself, and the third one is get your subject into the heart of your audience. Decorate your own soul, Toastmaster Seema Shibu. What an amazing title of your speech. Very captivating, very enthusiastic. If you want to make a big impact with your speech, the last part is peroration should be the most powerful. I could see 90% of success rate in that. Congratulations, Toastmaster Seema Shibu, once again for giving such an enriching speech which give an inspiration to all of us, especially to me. Powerful opening. You started with a quote, with bunch of flowers. You were so pleased and cheerful. And you talk about your own personal experience, and you talk, yes, always, if you are giving a bunch of flowers, it radiates some positivity to among us. Those who are receiving also give us positivity. Those who are giving also give us positivity. In between, you ask some questions to the audience. That way, you engage the audience throughout your speech. Amazing technique, Toastmaster Seema Shibu. And your connectivity was very good, and I could see 95% of clarity on your speech. And the importance of flowers are very incredible. And you use so many words. That is aromatic fragrance, adorable. This shows how effective, how enthusiastic in your speech. Very beautiful. Very well done, Toastmaster Shrima. But having said, every potential speech have an ample opportunity to improve further. And this is the right platform to improve further. I have two humble recommendations, Toastmaster Shrima. The first recommendations, because you are very positive, you good smile, everything. But if you sprinkle some humor here and there, these speech would are elevated to the greater level. This is my personal opinion. And second speech is, whatever may be the good content, whatever may be the body, whatever may be the conclusion, the voice modulation is very important. I know it is little difficult in the online speech, but just for your recommendation, to concentrate on your pitch. Most of the time the volume was same. So please work on these voice modulations. Toastmasters, Seema Shibu, good smile, very confident, and aroma of words. I like your speech. Please take on my humble recommendations with regards to adding some humor as a flavor and voice modulation. Definitely, you will reach the district level. I'm not dreaming about the area or division. You will be in the district this year. Congratulations. And please remember, a flower cannot blossom without the sunshine, and people cannot live without leave. With that, let me conclude. All the best to Toastmaster Seema Shibu. Back to Mr. General Evaluator. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DTM Shivadas. That was indeed a valuable evaluation. I'm sure that DTM Seema Shibu can get all the benefit out of it. Not only DTM Seema Shibu, all of us can get benefit. Thank you so much once again, DTM Shivadas Bhaskaran. To evaluate the second speaker, we have with us a roaring lion, a passionate leader who can energize any type of audience, a fraction of a second. Fellow Toastmasters, please help me welcome Toastmaster Sabu Cletus to evaluate Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish's speech.
Mr. General Evaluator, DTM Shibu Seria, fellow Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish in particular, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Hema Harish, please note one main point, the purpose of this speech. I shall give you a feedback. You have to listen the feedback properly and use that feedback in your next speeches. That is the main purpose of this speech. So let us start. Motherhood bliss. Very nice word, right? Being a mother, you have spoken about the life of a mother or being a motherhood. It is a best experience in your life, you told. That is exactly perfect sentence. Another point, you spoke Amma or mother in 4 languages. That shows your language efficiency. And another strong point is that as a mother, you had a lot of experience. That's why you given a sentence that attracted me. The mother's work never ends at home. It's beautiful word. That's an experience. Only the experienced people can say like that word. Even you are a teacher, you had a lot of experience. You use that experience in your speech. That was your strong point. Once we heard the word Amma, the feeling, I could see in your face the feeling which you enjoyed in your life. And the last point, the last strong point I felt from your speech, you said a great idea. I think that was the great idea you spoken throughout your speech. That is mother determines the future. Indeed, exactly, you are 100% correct. These are the strong points I felt from your speech. Indeed, it was an excellent speech. I liked it very much. So there is a room for improvement. Let me share 2-3 points for your improvement. First one, you need to practice a little more. That's the one point, because sometimes I felt some nervousness on your face. The second point is that you could have add some personal stories in between that makes the audience more attractive. And the third point is that you could have sprinkled some humor which happened in your motherhood days. Apart from that, it was a wonderful speech. I am so happy and I am eagerly waiting for your next speech. All the very best. I am sure I can see a champion in you, and we will get a champion speaker for Periyar. Over to you, DTM Shibu Xavier.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Arbocleators, for that effective evaluation. I'm sure Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish immensely benefited and going to apply those recommendations in her future projects. Thank you once again, Toastmasters Arbocleators. Our next evaluator is an icon of dedication and commitment. He always volunteers to take up any role with a simple smile. A true all-rounder Toastmaster and my mentor. Fellow Toastmasters, please help me welcome DTM Manoj C. Nair to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator, for that overwhelming introduction. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a lovely evening to all of you, and especially to Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha. First of all, let me congratulate from my inner heart for successfully completing and sharing your experience as Division D Conference Vice Chair. The best thing which you have done in this speech is the topic selection. You have come up with an absolutely apt topic, and you perorated with the topic in a fantastic manner. Life is an event, make it memorable. What a sentence. Absolutely, you have done with the experience. You have shown that you have made the event memorable to each and everybody and to you yourself as well. So fantastic, great. I like that very much. Your speech was very clear and it can be easily understood. Very good eye contact. The voice clarity was there. Your content and it was constructed very nicely, and you were in very good comfort when you delivered the speech. Along with all these things, you concluded well as well. With the joy of the congratulation in that, you used the word of the day, and that also was amazing. Congratulations, Dr. Shanti Rekha. You have successfully established the speech in a very fantastic manner. While saying all these things, every speech, there are something for which we have to improve. We can improve. In my humble thought, I feel that there was something in the speech which you could have engaged the audience and have given an awareness to the audience, so that the audience should have attracted to the speech, glued to the speech in a much better way. Something interesting, something humorous, something had happened during your conference. If you have elaborated, it should have been an added advantage, and the people should have liked it in much more level what I have seen. Even that, what I see is a fantastic speaker in you, and you have done fantastically well with the speech and concluded well. A great speech, and I hope that you are going to be one of the biggest and established speakers in the coming days to come. All the best to you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Manoj. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, DTM Manoj Nair. Indeed, that was a treasured evaluation. I'm sure that Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha can get all the benefit out of it. Thank you once again, DTM Manoj Nair.
Thank you.
Our next evaluator is our Honorable President, who is going to evaluate TT speakers, the man who has skill to evaluate even world champion speakers. Please help me to welcome DTM Harish Bhargavan.
Thank you, DTM Shiva Xavier, for that highly flattering introduction. We are on to get into TT evaluation. First of all, our TT master today has done an exceptional job. There was ample explanation as to what is the purpose of TT and how it is part of our everyday life. And the topics selected, they were also meaningful and simple. So excellent job, Toastmaster Ravi Nair as the TT speaker. Now to evaluate TT master, now to evaluate the TT speakers, let's go one by one. First, better late than never. Mr. Elvin has done a very good job there. He has given that sometimes we might regret and there will not be a chance for us to speak if we prolong certain things. It was very good speech and time taken also of the allotted time. It almost nearly 2 minutes and 30 seconds was taken by Mr. Elvin. Very good job. My humble recommendation here is that add a personal story. If there was an instance where you have experienced this principle in your own life, that would have been more catchy. That's my only recommendation there. Next, no storm lasts forever. It was taken by our champion TT speaker, DTM Shivadas Bhaskaran, and he was right on the topic right from the beginning. He said life is full of challenges, but humanity is overcome it all. And he took the topic even to a next level. He said, convert challenges into opportunities, and he gave examples out of our own, relatable to all of us. Only recommendation here is that just immediately after starting, DTM Shivadas said he was going to conclude, and then he continued the speech. I think 75% of the speech came after that. So that could have been avoided. Next, action speaks louder than words. Toastmaster Joe Speckertel, very good speech, very well crafted, and he said how politicians pay only lip service and no work ever gets done. It was wonderful. My only recommendation there is that this about speaking alone. So there was an excellent opportunity to use the word of the day perorate that could have been used. That's my only recommendation there. And next is Rome was not built in a day by Toastmaster Sajukumar Nair. He was right from the topic. He said what is the importance of planning, how 50% of planning that he incorporates in his own life. My only recommendation, a live example where exactly he practiced this principle, if it was described, that would have been more effective. Next, do not judge a book by its cover by our guest Kalidas. Dear all, we always say a good speech, it should have a right example and it should be on the topic and it should be brief. And our guest was attempting table topic the first time. He brought the story of Steve Jobs and exactly understood that this is about judging people by their looks. And from a guest who was attempting table topics for the very first time, it was exceptional. Only recommendation there, concluded very shortly in only 30 seconds. In table topics, we give more time because we have to practice learning to speak more. So the speech could have been expanded as to why exactly, even if we all of us know that it is a wrong thing to judge people by their looks, why it still remains in our nature or how it has affected you personally. If that way, if it was expanded, that would have been more interesting. And overall, to all the TT speakers, one recommendation is please all as much as possible, there is no need to repeat the topic because that will take away the time from what is given to us. We are given just 2 minutes to speak. If you are competing with someone else and the second person doesn't waste time repeating the topic and he builds a very good PT speech in that time, that person will walk away as the winner. So that was all. Otherwise, it was, it was a wonderful TT session. It was enjoyable to listen to all. All the best to all the TT speakers and great job, TT Master. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Harish Bhargavan, for that effective and very detailed evaluation. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we have perorated the first round of evaluation. I request the timer, Toastmaster Manoj Kumar, to read out the timer's report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and good evening once again to everyone. We have had 4 evaluations today, 3 of the prepared speeches and 1 TT session. The first evaluator, DTM Shivadas, took 3 minutes 16 seconds. Second evaluator, Toastmaster Sabu, took 3 minutes and 57 seconds. The third evaluator was DTM Manoj C. Nair, who took 3 minutes and 6 seconds. And finally, DTM Harish Bhargavan took 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We have only 2 qualified evaluators, or rather only 2 evaluators have been qualified. Sorry for the wrong usage there. So it's DTM Shivdas and DTM Manoj have been qualified because of the time restrictions. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj Kumar, for the very detailed report. Since we have only 2 evaluators, so we don't need voting. Fellow Toastmasters, this is a time to hear from our grammarian and word master. This Toastmaster is most dedicated, budding Toastmaster and humorous champion. Toastmaster Rakesh Pillai, could you please present your report? Toastmaster Rakesh Pillai. Toastmaster Rakesh Pillai. Mr. VP Education, I think have some problem. Connection issue, or I don't know.
We have some connection issue.
It's not responding. So let's
move on.
Let's move on. Thank you. Okay, fellow Toastmasters, due to some technical errors, we are unable to connect Toastmaster Rakesh Pillai. Maybe we can hear later. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, please give a round of applause to all of the assignees. Now, it is my turn to evaluate the entire proceedings of today's meeting. The Zoom platform was set up ahead of time and meeting started on time. Guests were greeted courteously. The general atmosphere of the meeting was enthusiastic and friendly. Presiding officer set an amicable tone for the meeting. Toastmaster of the day introduced the assignees in a well and professional manner. Speaker's preparation and delivery was absolutely wonderful. All the assignees performed well in their role. Timer and word counter, as you know, word counter, Zoom master. Today, he was TT master also. So hearty congrats to all of these wonderful assignees. And all evaluators were positive, pointing the way for improvement and enhanced the self-esteem of the speakers too. Word master chosen. It's a rare word for today's meeting, and some of the assignees used frequently. Meeting was very lively and educative. I wish all the very best to our president and entire EXCO. I have only one suggestion. Just prepare one flyer at least a week ago. Then you can circulate through our Facebook. I can see some nowadays it's happening only after the meeting, the YouTube, when we upload in the YouTube. So at least you can share with our Facebook friends. If someone is really interested, at least these people can also attend the meeting. Other than that, nothing to tell more, and there is no more recommendations. Overall, the meeting was fabulous. I'm sure the evaluation session of today's was very informative, and all the speakers, I think they will get a benefit out of it. My special thanks to VP Education for giving me this wonderful learning opportunity. And this I conclude the evaluation session, just saying hi to my evaluation team, because four of my evaluators were simply superb and they have done wonderful job. Thank you and good night. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for a good evaluation. Of course, it will help us to improve and to do the things in a better way. Now I request Ward Counter, could you please announce the result?
Toastmasters of the Day.
Yes, Ravi Kumar. Yes, sir.
And guests, warm good evening once again. I would like to announce the result for the prepared speech session. Tight competition between the ladies, and the winner emerged as Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster Hema Harish. Congratulations, very well done. And let's move on to the table topic section. The best TT speaker for today is Toastmaster Mr. Elvin. Congratulations, Elvin. Very well done. And for the evaluation session, we know the two has been qualified. So hence I declare both as the best evaluator, DTM Shivadas and DTM Manoj Sinha. Congratulations to the evaluators. Thank you. Very well done. And over to the Toastmaster today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It was, I'm so happy, and once again, I can congratulate all the winners and all the assignees. I'm so happy, and thank you, VP Education, giving me this opportunity. I myself was very hectic with my project and all. I cannot be sincere and punctual to my duties. Then also all the assignees, they did their best. Once again, I thank you, the entire team, for inviting me and giving this one more opportunity to learn myself and be with you. Thank you, and over to the president.
Thank you, Dr. Grace. Thank you for conducting the meeting very excellently well. Like if you look at the time, we are ahead of time by 20 minutes, I think. And that gives us some time to do the business session well today. May I invite our VP Education to present the business session.
Thank you, President. First of all, I would like to thank all the assignees and all the speakers who have come up and presented their projects. And a special thanks to Toastmasters of the Day, even after she did very well, and even then she has not dropped out her role and she has performed exemplary well. Congratulations, Toastmaster Grace. Thank you for your cooperation, and same congratulations to all other assignees. And coming back to the role of, the scope matrix, which we were discussing the last time for the information of our members, I will just share the screen of that Excel file. you can all see the file that you can see all the members' name. You can see in the next column, you can see the meeting dates, and below that, it is your roles for that meeting. Our president has made this very painstakingly. Please honor it. And if you are not able to perform those duties on that particular day, please find a replacement yourself. So hope other members are understood. There is a little bit final changes which is required, and it will be emailed to you. Okay. So that was about the role matrix. And coming back to the next meeting, which is our club contest on December 17th, Friday. I request all the members to register as soon as possible for the club contest. December 17 will be humorous and TT. So please hurry up and register yourself for the club contest. The next contest will be on
It is humorous and evaluation, right?
Sorry, humorous and evaluation.
Humorous and evaluation.
Yes, sorry, humorous and evaluation. Yeah, the other one is fixed for January 21. That is international and TT. So on December 17th will be our humorous and evaluation contest. Please register yourself. Okay. So that was it for the day, and over to the president.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Dear all, we are trying to reinvigorate our club. We have tried a physical meeting, and we have some other things in our mind. DTM Manoj Singh Nair is also to launch the youth leadership program. DTM Manoj Singh Nair, would you like to share something about it? What you have in your mind?
Thank you for remaining the things. Actually, once I come back, then definitely we will go for the youth leadership. Hopefully, we can do it in a better way. I need help from all of you. Dr. Shanti Rekha, I am sure she will help us in that matter very much. Other experienced Toastmasters also definitely will help us. And I am sure that we can make it a good event altogether. And I will be, once I come back, I feel, because now because of the health condition, I was not in a condition. Once I come back, I am sure that I can make a good attempt to make it a success.
Yeah.
Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, DJ Manoj Singh Nair. Actually, we are all conducting a youth leadership program that is to help the budding students, and that will be a milestone event in the lives of the students that will shape their future at the same time. It is a transformative event for us when we conduct it also, when we engage with the students, when we guide them. So it will be a very wonderful and highly satisfying and rewarding engagement for us. And Toastmaster Ravi Nair and Toastmaster Sabu Cletus, they have some plans in mind. I'm not sure whether they are ready to discuss it now. Maybe. Or Ravi, what do you say? Would you like to say something?
Let's discuss it afterwards. We have to do some homework before.
Yeah, we have to do some planning. Rome was not built in a day, but right, something is there in the background. And Sabu also is thinking about something, but we will keep it a secret for the time being. Yes, it is all. Only thing I can tell you is that it is all going to be a very enjoyable, rewarding. That is going to enhance, make us all feel happy, like working together. At the same time, that will help us, grow and organize, plan together, so many things. Now, I think there is nothing further to be discussed in the business session. So let us listen to our guest. This is the most wonderful time. So today we will go to Mr. Elvin first. Mr. Elvin, thank you for joining. So you can give us some feedback as to how it was.
Good evening, Toastmaster. Yeah, I think tonight is again another very enjoyable night. get to learn some new words perrated. And I think everybody is really energized to get a club, back more members.
Yes.
So yeah, hopefully we can see more people can be invited. I will try to bring more members here, invite more guests, and hopefully my colleagues, yeah, they can join us. Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Alvin, join yourself as well as the new members. Yes, you are one of us. I mean, like we align. I mean, our objectives and nature looks like there is a very good match.
Okay,
right.
We'll consider.
Right. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks so much. And Mr. Kalidas.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, you can introduce yourself. And then
I'm Kalidas Subramanian. I'm from Tamil Nadu, Madurai. It's a well-known place for everybody in South India.
Yes.
It's a Meenakshi Amma temple is a famous, very famous. And I'm working as an estimation engineer in Kano. Nearly 3 years. I'm in Saudi. We are working in a Jubail branch, project division Kano. So this is the first time I'm joining like a meeting like this. And Mr. Elvin, he referred this for us last week. He referred us to join, and he told us we can develop our skills like a public speak. So I want to join you as well.
Okay. How was it? I mean, how was today's meeting? Was there anything specific that you noticed?
Yeah, I like that everybody's presentation, and the last part is that main is evaluation. Many times we have speak with everybody, even in the public speak, but nobody will tell you how you give a speech. So the evaluation part is very good.
Very good.
I like it. Yeah, I enjoyed very much.
Yeah, please keep joining us because this is a very small thing when we start with, but later on, this is a wide ocean.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. So please keep joining us and please bring in new friends.
Definitely.
Right. Yeah. Now, Toastmaster Joe Speckatel.
I like to mention something, but what I like to mention is for improvement. I don't know if members would like to hear that. What do you think? Should I, because I will be picking on some usages. So I don't know, I'll be happier to hear.
Please go by our regular template, that is to
comment,
yeah, okay. Recommend, right.
Okay, first of all, I like to make some statements. We are all from a vernacular medium, so none of us speak English as our mother tongue, so we are bound to make mistake. It may be slip of tongue, or it may be speaker unknowingly say something, but knowing what we made a mistake will help us improve next time. That is why I like to note these slip of tongue or mistakes or whatever, and I say this the way I found it. So I could be wrong. So if I am, please do correct me. Okay. These are not specifically related to speakers. This is from the beginning of the meeting until the end of the meeting. So whoever spoke in between, whether it may be a speaker or someone else, it will all reflect on them. I heard the word, instead of mic, somebody said mice. It is mic. Someone said environment. It is not environment, it should be, I believe, environment. And someone, when you speak, you must pay attention to the person you are talking about. Is it he or she? And accordingly, you should speak her or his. Should not mismatch that. I heard someone said bouquet, not bouquet, it is bouquet. Someone said no one have took. It should be either no one have taken or no one took. Then I heard educate, not educate, it is educate. What else? I saw a slide there. Rome was not built in a day, but the spelling of Rome was wrong. It was R-O-M. It's a different meaning, R-O-M. Rome is R-O-M-E. Silly mistakes,
Sorry, I missed it.
And I'm sure they might have just missed it. It's not a, I mean, it's not done purposely. And then I heard not the Rome. It should be not Rome. The Rome was not the Rome was not built. It should be Rome was not built. It is not the speaker. It is someone who was talking about that subject. These are some of the mismatches and things that I noticed. And like I said, none of them could be deliberate. If you ask the same person to speak again, they may not commit that mistake again. But still, knowing what you missed could help you in the next time. You will be more careful when you speak. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Today, actually, we missed the grammarian and word master session, but this was even better than that. Thanks very much for it.
Okay.
Periyar, I think, is there anything more for us to discuss?
Dear President, actually, I need that Vigil number and Shrikant number. Kalidas, if I can able to add in a guest or something like that, this is our usual practice. So you can share that number also. Yeah. See, we are not forcing anybody to join. Whatever we experience, we are transforming to our knowing people. That's all our intention, because this is not a networking business or something like that. What we gain, we are transforming to our colleagues, our intimate friends, something like that. So please do share the number of Vigil and Shrikant. As a VP membership of this club, it is my prerogative to contact you people, and I will share you the meeting details and everything. Okay, Kalidas? I already have Vairavel and your number. And one more thing, Kalidas, my sister settled at Kalayarkovil. So we are so close. You are in Madurai, my sister at Kalayarkovil.
Yeah, I'm from Kalayarkovil because people most know Kalayarkovil, so that I said
Yeah, I used to visit there actually. So she is a vice
I'm from
principal HOD of St. Michael Engineering College.
Yeah, okay, good. I am from, my native is Kalayarkovil. We owned a house in Kalayarkovil. I born and brought up in a Kalayarkovil.
Definitely next time if you are there, I will come to your home also.
Definitely
Thank you.
welcome. More. Vigil, he came last week, Thursday, so he don't have a mobile number yet. So once he get a mobile, I will tell him to join with you. I can share Shrikant number.
Yeah, thank you.
In a chat, I can. In a chat, I can.
We will be in touch. We will be in touch. Thank you, President. That's all from my side.
Thank you. Periyar, anything more? If there is nothing further to discuss, I think we can adjourn the meeting now. Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.